Peace, brother. Back here again with another episode of A1 Podcast. You know what I mean? Glad I got some good feedback from you guys on the last episode. But like I said, we out here in this wilderness called North America, and us, the people of the diaspora, the indigenous people of the planet Earth. You know what I mean? The Asiatics, the Moors, or the natives, whichever one you want to call us, man. We be needing to go ahead and build together on this journey, on this road, you know, called life. And it's a lot of information out here that we need to be passing on to one another. Now, this is for those who want it. You know what I mean? Because the rest of y'all who don't want it, man, wait for y'all, man. You going to see. You're going to see. And it's ill because, I've been wanting to get back and do a whole bunch of turnarounds, with more information and more stuff for you to look into because this is crazy. Um, it's kind of like it's so much information that popped off in the past 2 to 3 days since the last video I posted. But I want to give you this information and kind of try to tie some things together because I've been hearing people been asking me questions about a lot of different topics. You know what I'm saying? And one was definitely the Kevin Samuels things. I think that's his name, Kevin Samuels. I took a listen to about some of it. You know what I mean? And I get my input on that, but it's not really the topic, or well, you'll see. And another thing is about, remember I said about all you guys out there buck dancing for Biden, like you won something, like you gained something from letting this man who made a career for 40 something, some odd plus years off of degrading our people and locking them up. Between him and Hillary Clinton, they came up with the term super president, right? And so as you look, most males, indigenous, Asiatic, Moorish males are still looked at as abnormal. You know what I'm saying? Some look at us as superhuman. Some of us look at us as subhuman. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna front. I just want to point at you and say, "Aha, I told you so." Because his little tape leak where he's talking about how he don't give a damn about Black Lives Matter, right? And y'all wonder why he didn't come and meet with any of y'all demands, but y'all was so quick to get at the brother Q. You see what I'm saying? And all he did was tell you that your vote has power. Make them come to the table when you give them your vote. So who's to say when you guys start listening now, the few of you that might start listening, because the rest of you going to try to write it off like everything else I be saying, right? Who's to say that when you start listening now, that it's not too late for your vote to mean anything? Because see, there will never be another time like the time we just came from. That time is gone. That is done. They're bringing in a whole new world order in front of you. But you guys are so busy with your head in the sand or in the clouds or in your smartphone to even grasp what's really going on, right? So I said that to tie my next topics together, right? Because all of this is previous stuff that I covered, but it keeps coming right back at you. You know what I'm saying? And like this stuff, a lot of this stuff was just in the news today, or like today or yesterday. You know what I mean? But most of it is from today, right? So remember, I did the Biden thing. I did the Biden thing a couple weeks ago, and I was telling you guys about it, right? So y'all didn't want to believe. So then let's go into. I always keep telling y'all about how all these global elite are tied in with the sex trafficking, right? And remember, they keep saying, sleepy-eyed Uncle Joe, man, he's a little too touchy-feely. Know what I mean? The Guardian releases an article today talking about how most sexual assault gangs are white men. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority of them are white males, caucus males, right? Period. And we've been knew this. We've been knew this, right? This was something I talked about before. But then y'all kept thinking it was just a fad, or it was just one bad apple out of a bunch, or it was a few bad perpetrators or whatever. No. Remember, I told you, Jeffrey Epstein was killed to be silenced, right? Now, they can't kill Ghislaine Maxwell in her cell because too many people, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So what they did, they're going to give this hooker, they're going to give her bail. Not only are they going to give her $1 million bail, right? And really, come on, like she's a part of the ultra elite. She's friends with Prince Andrew. I'm talking about the Windsor Prince Andrews, right? What the fuck is $1 million to a person like that, right? To get her out of jail. So now she's out of jail, right? Well, she's not out of jail yet, but she should be posting $1 million bond. They already got her a security team because they're scared that somebody's going to try to kill her, but they're more or less trying to compare her to Princess Diana, right? Saying it's going to be the media that's going to attack her. Come on, man. You already know what this is. If you can't see the okie doke coming, she knows where all the bodies is buried. She gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? So instead of trying to kill her in the cell like they did her boyfriend, her partner, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna let her go home and they're gonna rock her to sleep. I told you. So if you didn't even catch that, you know what I'm saying? The number one got a lot, you know what I'm saying, indigenous people up in the past 40, 50 years in the government. Strong Thurman's little stepson, you know what I mean, Joe Biden, caught on tape saying he don't give a damn about black people, also accused of some sexual, misconduct, right? And then you get one article in the same newspaper talking about how white males are the number one sexual predator gangs, groups or whatever on the planet. They're the ones go out in groups and rape and molest and do all kinds of sexually deviant things, right? And then the same newspaper on the same day talks about how Christine Maxwell is about to get $1 million bond. And then how her security team, wait for it, the same ones that was watching Princess Diana fear that the news media coverage is going to be too great. Fear for her safety. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mind you, these the same two articles. I mean, it's the same newspaper. Excuse me. I had a long day. Same two newspapers, and on top of that, they both of those articles were published today, right? So I'll let you connect the dots because some of y'all be moving a little slow, right? So then, let's go back to the other misdirection that's going on right now. Remember, I did the episode talking about the Proud Boys, how they're the far right group, anti-government group, and they hate liberals and they want to kill them and da da da. They want the government to do what they say, and they got caught trying to kidnap that governor in Michigan, and even plotted to kidnap the governor in Virginia. But the difference was they were going to rape and murder the governor of Michigan because that was a woman. And again, who are the Proud Boys? Southern Poverty Law called these guys hate group. But not only that, most hate groups are made up of what? White men. What do they want to do? They want to rape and murder her. Okay, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about that in the newspaper today, right? They were also talking about how at a pro-Trump rally, these cats, the Proud Boys, because Antifa ain't no better. I don't care what you say. They're just the left version of them. You know what I mean? And for anybody who believes that the left is somehow better than the right, then you're fooling yourself. Because the Democratic Party was once the Dixiecrat Party. And those were nothing but Klansmen. Okay? But you do your own research a little bit. They were in D.C. at historically, quote unquote, black churches, and they were burning Black Lives Matter signs and this, that, and the third, talking about, like basically saying they want to smoke with Antifa, right? And I told you, Antifa ain't no saints. They willing to blow shit up their damn self. I'm talking like pipe bombs and shit. So if you think they're not hitting you with the misdirection to get y'all ready, for all this anarchy that they creating, so they can start a civil war and they can come in and calm everything down, right? And before you know it, they don't flip the shit up in your face. Watch what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Because everything I've been saying for the past few months, it just keeps, it keeps coming truer and truer right in your face in real time. This is not taking 2 years down the line. It's not taking 3 years down the line. Right now, this shit is actually taking like a couple weeks to a couple days from shit that I was previously saying, right? So, tie that together, right? And so, yeah, this guy, the relationship guru, right? This is how it gets directly to your community, right? Some dude, Samuel, whatever his name is. I don't really know him. I never really cared to watch the show. But that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is, it's been a big thing about the relationship advice he gave one woman, right? And they were saying on the ladies' side of it that, the Nubian Queen side of the game was saying that he was a little too harsh on her, right? And from the snippet I got, she was, first off, she wasn't even on topic and she wanted special treatment when somebody's running a business. So that's, it's kind of hard to give you a win there. Two, a lot of the stuff that she was talking about was nonsense. But three, all that don't matter when we're in the middle of a pandemic, supposedly, right? Which is a new world order that's about to go ahead and pop off any day right in your face. Actually, it's been popped off. They're just slowly, getting you ready while they bring it into existence. Because they know if they do it too fast, you couldn't handle it. Because, I forgot about the 5G towers already, right? I forgot about all this stuff, right? Wait, I hold you. You know what I'm saying? So, all that did to me, no matter which side of the fence you fell on, and yes, I apologize. I ain't really mean to give my opinion right now. But, if somebody really want my opinion on it, I'll give you my opinion on it. But we ain't going to do that right now. All that did was to go ahead and show again that even in times of crisis, we are so damn divided as woman and man and woman. You know what I'm saying? And this is why so much dysfunction going on in our homes, especially when we need to be together. Now, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is right now. Like, you need to have like a kind of military chain of order in your home right now. And if you don't, see you on the other side, B. But that all ties in. You know what I'm saying? Because the black woman and the black man cannot communicate. You know what I'm saying? And that's bad because the indigenous people, the Asiatic people, we come from glory. And at the end of the day, I could take criticism from my sister all day, but she's not allowed to or should not expect to take criticism from me or direction from me. And this is a problem. So which ties into my next thing. There was some little boy just dropped off at a Goodwill in Mississippi with a note and a change of clothes. But his mama can't be contacted. But I think they already arrested her trying to skate off to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what I mean. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that something's not really wrong with that. And you're not going to tell me it's one bad apple. It's a lot going on. Like, it's to the point where I'm hearing some people say that our community may never recover from this. As a whole community. Like, when we come up out of this, most people thinking that we'll just be all mixed up with like mixed babies, like sisters with Caucasian men and brothers with every other, lady under the sun, because in a time of chaos, we cannot come together. And that's a deep divide. But we'll get to that on another show, right? So that was what you need to know about that. Because it goes into my next thing, right? Out of most of the men I come across in this country, I don't care if you're Caucasian, I don't care if you're indigenous, Asiatic, Moorish, they all say they refuse to take the vaccine. You see a few henpicked men, excuse me, not handpicked, henpecked men, catch up, that are willing to go ahead and take that vaccine, right? But if you notice, since the vaccines have started being administered here in the U.S., right, this corporation, this wilderness, there have only been sisters sitting up there on them TV screens taking them first shots. And it's a psychological ploy because most of the people in our community say they do not want to take it. So what they do is they get people up there and say, well, if you work here, you got to take this and you got to take that. Come on, people. Half the nurses in the state of New Jersey said they're not going to take it. And already the first responders or the NY Fire Department said they're not going to take it. So you're still missing the boat. They're doing technology right in front of you. Again, they're creating chaos so they can be your savior. And this is what makes it even funnier. I said that to say this. It also comes out today from two different sources, whether it's CTTV or the Indian Express, how unbeknownst to you and most people in the planet, on the planet, that England has came out with a new mutated strain of the coronavirus. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, they tell you, no, don't worry about it because because the vaccine they got already should be able to take care of it. And then on top of that, they say the test that they already got should be able to detect it. But they got a whole new mutated strain. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, people, wake up, man. You gotta smell the shit in your face. It's just, and that's what it is. It's just shit. They throw it in your face, and they just want you to keep soaking it up. Because the lesser you who willing to stand up and fight for your own freedom, don't worry, don't come join me, because it's almost like, like I said, man, I can swim well. I don't need your help. I don't think you really understand, and you're not going to tell me that it's only a few, because some of the reports were saying it's as many as 30,000, from 30,000 to 100,000 of those cats over there in the UK. And if you know anything about business, I don't give a damn about a pandemic. These guys from UK come back and forth over here, and vice versa, because they have a lot of major businesses with each other. I'm talking a few hundred millions to a few $billions going back and forth across the pond. So I'm just saying, man, y'all need to wake up and keep your head on the swivel, man. Because there's a lot going on, man. It's not about to be on, it's been on. You know what I mean? And the war is on top of you. And the fact of the matter is coming at y'all from every which way, to the point where we can't even have civil discussions amongst ourselves, especially not male and female. You know what I mean? And, unfortunately, I don't know if this one's going to leave you in a better place than I found you, but it needs to start some dialogue, right? Because we're at the end of 2020, and y'all thinking, I think God, 2020 is going to be over. No, but they setting you up because 2021 through 2022 is going to be even worse. Y'all still forgot they got all them FEMA camps. They didn't put all those illegal immigrants in those FEMA camps. They got them in FEMA camps, but they have FEMA camps in every city and state. Well, I ain't gonna say every city, but they got them in every state, and they got more than one. You feel what I'm saying? So this is a 20 to 50 year plan that they've been had. So, and it's not just here and this corporation we call United States. It's worldwide. So, hopefully, man, some of y'all start to take this a little bit more seriously with all that's going on. And hopefully, I didn't lose you when I went through just today's current events. You know what I mean? you know, it's on. You know what I mean? And I hope you have some knowledge of self or some type of basic instinct that if you don't know what's going on, to go ahead and follow somebody who does and don't second guess them. But you know what I mean? For all those who know what's up, peace and love to the universe. For everybody else, sorry man, y'all like that Kirk Cameron movie, man. You just got left behind. Till the next time, peace.